What is going on, guys? Here's your boy Jay Custer Gray here from Anime Escape. And today, this has been requested a while ago from a good friend of mine. You know who you are. And I just never got around to it and things like that, but I finally got around to doing it. Today, we're going to be covering Drifters, Episode 1, Fight Song. Now, I'm not going to lie, I started to watch Drifters a while back. And I'm not gonna lie, I fell off. Interesting, very, very interesting show, but I'm starting to pick it back up. So, Fight Song, first episode. And the episode starts off pretty much showing you a date. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I remember correctly, this is October 20th, 2000 AD. And all of a sudden you see this guy and like 4 or 5 people hauling ass through some shrubbery, just going through a field. And they get to the edge of the field and they like jump off the edge or whatever, and there's a massive battle. And this seems like a battle that's in feudal Japan, samurais and stuff like that, the armor, everything. So this guy, want to call him the main character, but there's like a couple main characters. I'm gonna get to that in a moment. But Shimizu, you guys, you know I'm bad with names, right? You guys know I'm constantly bad with names. So Shimizu, I'm Shimizu. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this guy proceeds to lay waste to anything in front of him, and like, it's just, God, man. Like, this guy proceeds to run through everybody that he can. And, right, so I guess it's his side is losing to the other guys. I don't know what. Well, forget it. So his side is losing to the other guys. So, like, they were like, okay, we're going to go in, kill him, kill everybody, take this dub. So like, Shimizu's uncle came in. He was like, hey, we're here to help. He was like, nah, retreat. Please retreat. We'll hold the line right here. Ain't nobody gonna get by us at all. So he's a man of his word. So I think it was like the leader of the troops from the opposite side came in, and they're like, okay, about to run through you. It ain't nothing but like you and 7 guys. So they pretty much run through the other 7 guys, and Shimizu, my God, this man is brilliant with a sword. He proceeds to lay waste to like the majority of his team. So like, I guess there was like some other troops. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but there was some other troops with this, long spears and stuff. They were like, we need to protect our leader, and they proceed to stab him. They like skewer him in midair. And you would think that'd be the end of it, but no. This man pulled out an old time gun and was like, yo, I'm about to take your head, and shot my man's in the arm. And they're like, oh no, the leader's down. They're like, he's hurt, retreat. And so they all just dip. Now, meanwhile, my man is bloodied up, sliced up, stabbed up. And he's like, hey, dog, where you going? Come back. I need that head of yours. I need to cut that off and take it with me. So like, after, they retreat, his side retreat, he's like, all right, bet, I'm going home. Now, remind you, okay, so key points. That battle happened during the day. It is nighttime now. So like, he's like, I'm going home no matter what. I don't care what condition I'm in. I'm taking my ass home. So he's walking through the battlefield at night. He's walking over dead bodies, everything like that. Next thing you know, he steps and he's in like an all white hallway with doors, and this guy just sitting there reading the newspaper, and he looks like he's like from England or something, like out of our town. So he's like, oh, takes up to be back in the break, pulls up his paper, pulls out a laptop, and was like, next. So she was like, who in the hell are you? Where the hell am I? I need answers. So my man pulled out paperwork. She was wrote something down, and then like proceeded to give my man the meanest stare down in life, and then like a stone door that was beside Shimizu, like opened and it started pulling him in. And he's like not breaking eye contact with Shimizu. That was like the funniest thing to me. He's like that the whole time. So Shimizu gets teleported to another I want to say plane of existence. It's not really that. I think it's like another world. But right after that, the guy like you say his next, and all of a sudden there's like a Vietnam vet with a shotgun over his shoulder walks in. He's like, where the hell am I? So back to Shimizu. He's found by like these two elf kids, and they're like, what is that? And they were like, yo, I don't know what it is, but it's all bloody. So they went to touch it, and Shimizu's over, and he's like, huh, devils, I'm in hell. And it passes back out. And like the elves are like, oh God, he's a hairless one. He's like, wait, he's a drifter. We need to get him out of here. Like, we need to take him to that castle so they won't be found, he won't be found, we won't get in trouble for finding one, and everything will be cool. So they're like, wait till nightfall, and they're dragging him to the castle. And like apparently he's heavy. So like they drag him to the castle, they leave him there. They're about to like take him in further, but all they hear is someone like above them in the trees. And it's a woman with a bow and arrow, pretty much saying, what are you doing here? What do you want? And they're like, hey, you know, this guy's like you. We don't want no smoke. Take him. He's hurt. We'll be out your hair. All right, cool. Get the hell out of here. Like, I'm done with this. We getting up out of here. So they leave. So she's like, okay, he's from like the land of the rising sun. So all you hear is a voice from the castle. It's like, hey, you know, is he, what's going on? Hi, that was my wife. But all you hear is like, hey, what's going on? And that's better. Why the hell haven't I done that? It's gonna be in the video. But they're like who's this? It was like, oh, it's some guy from the land of the rising sun. I'm like, oh, is he alive? He's like, barely. It was like, he must be resilient, you know, to be alive after all those wounds and stuff like that. So they bring him in. Shimizu having flashbacks about his dad and everything like that, and battles. So he wakes up, and the voice you hear from the castle is like, oh, you must be a resilient man, you know, you're still alive. I wouldn't move too much because, you know, your stitches are still fresh. So he's like, who are you? So Shimizu draws a sword. Guy pulls out a strap, puts it in his face. He's like, who are you? He's like, nah, bruh. Question is, who are you? He tells him who he is. So he's like, okay, bet. I'm no Oda Nobunaga. So he was like, nah, dog. There's no way you're Nobunaga. He's like, what do you mean there's no way I'm Nobunaga? He was like, Nobunaga died 18 years ago. He was like, there is no way you're Nobunaga. And he's like, I'm Oda Nobunaga. And I haven't been here that long. I've only been here like half a year. And so they start going back and forth and everything like that. So the female archer comes in and she was like, y'all need to be quiet, y'all need to chill and everything like that. And I told you guys, Shimizu says, you know, this guy claims he need to be Oda Nobunaga. He's not Oda Nobunaga. I don't care what anyone says. And Nobunaga's like, tell him who you are. And she's like, I'm Yoruichi. And he's like, there's no damn way you're Yoruichi. That war happened over 400 years ago. And she's like, I'm not worried about a couple, 10 to 15 years. I'm not worried about that. And she's like, well, you know, life is life. And she's like, are you guys done arguing? Yeah. Here. Pluck the fellas off this turkey or whatever. I think it was a duck. Now I had a beak. I mean, I'm slow tonight, guys. But it had a beak, not a bill. So like she handed over and I was like, pluck this. He's like, okay. So she turns to Shimizu and she was like, what? Time on your hands? He's like, yeah. Pluck this. So they're just sitting there plucking. And he's like, what the hell is happening right now? So, you know, they start discussing like everything that happened and what's going on and everything like that. And they start going over how Oda Nobunaga died and everything like that, and the territories and everything like that. It's a funny moment because they start like going back and forth, and it was like, wait, you're such and such a clan? Wait, that clan is like a country bumpkin town. What are you doing fighting the war? Like, it's like going back and forth. It's actually pretty funny. But once they stop all their arguing and everything like that, it cuts to outside, and someone under like a military tarp or something like that is watching them from a distance and trying to figure out what they're talking about in the castle. So after that, someone calls them. Then it has a cutscene where it's like warriors and stuff. Then it has like this guy holding a butterfly cane. Threw me off a little bit. And then it cuts to this guy like, in my mind, he was sitting like with his legs crossed, bent back in the chair like some women do when they watch movies, just like all like that. But he was sitting in a chair, and I think he was like looking at a crystal ball or something like that. And then like the episode ended. So yeah. Episode 1 of Drifter's Fight Song. Now, one thing I really do like about this anime is I think the people from Hellsing had like some parts of the animation thing, because like there was the fight scenes like look kind of like the Hellsing fight scenes. Not as gory or graphic or over the top, but it still looked like the animation from that. But yeah, episode 1 fight song. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for pitching in. Yeah, I'm gonna be covering this until the end of this. I think it's only 12 episodes, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after that, but I'm gonna just try to keep pumping them out for you guys. But until then, stay true, stay savage.